All right, class, this week we're going to start working on how to define a target market, which really means you're defining the ideal customer for your business. And so we're going to do a little work on it. And first we're going to start with let's part defining target markets overall. So hang on. Okay, so there's a little bit of reading in the textbook for this week, chapter 2, likable social media. And I'll add this video on here too, just in case. So by Thursday this week, what I want you to do um, is I offer 3 sets of businesses for you to choose one from. So there's a one set that's garden shops. There's Green Thumb Nursery, which is a large business company, a large nursery. They have many locations. And there's the Tree of Life Nursery, which has one location. Green Thumb covers a lot more ground than Tree of Life. And so what I want you to do, these are links to their websites, and I want you to look at all the content on the websites and how do they compare? What can you figure out about the target of who the target is, who their ideal customer is? And of course, a larger company is going to have a broader market to reach out to, but kind of dial in and see how they're reaching out. Another set is sandwich shops. So there's Subway, which we all know is an international business. Hungry Bear has one location in Vista. Um, their websites are both really nice, but they're completely different. One, Subway, of course, has to deal with a lot more content because they have a lot more eyes on them. And think about why that is. And then Hungry Bear, how are they reaching out? What is it that they put in their website that makes them appealing to this a more defined market? Because the people are not going to travel across the world to come to Hungry Bear, but if they're nearby, they might go there because they do have delicious sandwiches. I know because I've eaten at both of these locations. I've shopped at both Green Thumb and Tree of Life. And then next we have 2 natural food stores. So there's Cream of the Crop, which is an Oceanside. It's a single location, this is a family-run business. I don't know about this one. They have quite a few people working there, but maybe it was a family-run business. And I'll tell you another thing about Tree of Life. They grow Native American or Native California plants, and they have them planted there so you can see how big they get instead of looking, oh, this is a cute little plant. And then, 5 years later, it's like 20 feet tall and 10 feet wide, and you're like, what was I thinking? So, but you can look at what they have there, and they'll tell you a lot about it. So, Cream of the Crop, it's in Oceanside, again, one location. Sprouts is spreading all over the place. They have a lot of locations. They both deal with natural foods, but they have a different audience that they appeal to. Somewhat similar, but different too. So, I want you to pick a pair of these, one of these choices, either the garden shops, the sandwich shops, and the natural food stores, and then think about what makes them the same, what makes them different, and what, when you look at them, what stands out right away. I mean, it might be that on Subway, they're all the way through it is like, buy now, buy now, buy now. So they constantly are in your face trying to get you to buy their sandwiches, but they're always already are also showing what their sandwiches look like and things. And then Hungry Bear, maybe, join their gift club or something, I don't know, birthday club or something. So they're not in your face quite as much that way, but they show pictures of their food, you know. And so there's things like that. They're different. They're the same, but they're different, or they're similar, but they're different. So tell me about the obvious differences. Don't just look at the homepage. Look through it. Figure out what different, like I said, what different content they share on their website, because if you're a bigger company, like I said, you have more eyes looking at you and following you. Another example with Subways, a few years ago, they had this big scandal about how their tuna fish sandwiches were not really always made with tuna. So that was a big deal. I think Hungry Bear, if they needed more tuna, they'd just run down to the grocery store down the street and buy some more. they wouldn't have to have this big issue because they were just getting in whatever they could to make the sandwiches that week. And having to realize that you can't fool your customers. They're going to go, this is not tuna. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know the difference, but people figured it out and they raised a stink about it. So think about things like that. That's why I'm saying more eyes are watching you than if you're a little business. But maybe if you're a little business, community relationships mean more, but big businesses do. They reach out to their communities, so they're part of life here. Look at things like that. What are they talking about that? And then also think about the website design, like I gave you that lecture on design. And are they using that kind of thing? Do they use it well? Is it effective in different ways for the different kinds of brands there? Do they have calls to action? What is the tone or the overall message? Think about all these different things. And when you're writing your posts and comparing them. And again, I don't want you to just look at the first page. I want you to dive in and really check out all the websites or 2 websites there. You don't have to look at all 6, just pick 2. If you want to just take a quick glance at all 6 of them to see which ones look more interesting to you, that's fine. Or pick one area that you have interest in your life about.